What's up, everybody? Morning Manna continues with one of the most personal blessings for me, and it's found in that's really anywhere in the scripture. Every night before I fell asleep, I remember my dad speaking this blessing over me when I was a kid, and it's one of those legacy blessings that's really marked our entire Fletcher family. I speak this over my children, and when my nieces and nephews were in town, I was blessing my children before they went to bed, and my nephew piped up and said, "Hey, my dad speaks that over us too." This week's about inviting you into this legacy blessing with my family, and it's found in Numbers chapter 6, verses 22 through 27. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, Thus shall you bless the children of Israel. You shall say to them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So they shall invoke my name on the children of Israel, and then I will bless them." As this last verse makes clear, the power of this blessing is found in putting the name on yourself. So what's the significance of the name? This is the covenant name the Lord gave himself. Now I stress that because it's important to remember that we didn't name him. He revealed his name, and the Bible is a catalog of the progressive unfolding of the revelation of who he is and all about him and how we're found in him. Now that's a mouthful, but it's important to remember that we didn't name him, he named himself. And that's the backing of this blessing. The entire thing is invoking the name that the covenant God gave himself in the beginning and the character that he displays that he will fulfill his covenant. So today we're focusing on, may the Lord lift his countenance upon you. And the word I want to focus on is lift. Now, I'm not ignoring the power of his countenance. By lifting his countenance, he displays approval to us, and he displays the fact that there's nothing we can bring to the equation to add or take away from his approval. The reason I want to focus on lift is because this word is defined as lift, obviously, but it also means to carry and to sustain. It's the word used in Genesis when Abraham and Lot had to separate because the land couldn't lift, carry, or sustain them. Here's what this blessing means. The Lord will carry you and sustain you today in the balm of his approval. His approval is so perfect and complete that it both has the power to sustain and carry you. Here's the only catch. Who's at the center? I know, it's not in the blessing, but the power of the blessing is so apparent right now that I have to point out this only works if we make him the center of everything, including our day today. If our needs, if our plans, if our drives, if our agendas, if our wisdom is what's driving our lives, then he's not at the center. And so this promise doesn't mean as much and really doesn't work. But I know that's not you. You wouldn't be watching if that was you. So blessing time. May the approval and delight and love of God lift and carry you today. May you bask in the glow of his love and approval as you go through your day. May you be keenly aware of his hand of approval on you, and may he show you himself today. I'm bummed that we got to wrap up tomorrow. This really has been a blast. If this series has helped you, share it with someone and drop me a line, contact@manna.church, and I'll read it. Until tomorrow.